Greg Ruff, Coach Kevin Carroll along with you. That was a tough one. Not surprising necessarily. I mean, you look at it, they're 0-7 in the league, right?
Yeah.
From the outside, people would think it. But if you watch that game, how are they 0-7? That's the question I want to ask.
No kidding. I mean, they have some very talented players, and they have some those guys were we couldn't stop them. I mean, we couldn't stop them. I mean, credit to those guys. I mean,
how did you stop them?
Smoke and mirrors, I think. No, I tell you how we stopped them is we started playing really good defense in probably the last 5 to 8 minutes of the second half and into overtime, and a lot of it had to do with Caleb Terry and his ability to block, to protect the rim, and Albert was killing us. Boy, he's a good player. He had 28 today, and he was just getting to the rim. Every time he wanted to, and when we got Caleb in the game, he was able to protect the rim and keep him from getting the paint as much.
You guys had some terrific performances. Caleb Terry obviously comes up 10 points, 7 rebounds, 4 blocks. 7 games in a row he's had multiple blocks in a game. You also got 16 rebounds from Lambesis. 8 points, 16 rebounds. Gutty performance by Lambesis.
Yeah, and he struggled offensively today probably about as much as he has all year. And for him to keep playing as hard as he did and find ways to impact the game, that's what was most impressive. As we talk about that a lot, is when you're not scoring, how are you impacting the game? And 16 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds to keep plays alive. You had that huge kind of like cut right there where they hit him on the baseline. For a layup, and it's just a credit to our team. We have had different guys every night. The other night it's Drew Blackston. Tonight it's Caleb Terry. We had a couple of guys who just weren't at their best tonight. That are usually our main scorers or whatever, and we just found a way to gut it out. So
one thing, so I look at the stats. Kennedy 1 for 12 from the field. He ends up with 15 points. He gets to the line hitting 13 of 14. There's 2 points on that. One, he just kept playing, kept hustling, getting the line, got banged a lot going in there. And then when he got to the line, he hit him. But also, there were so many shots. Pete had some. Gankuak had some. Kennedy had some. Where the ball looked like it was going in, and it just came out. That was a little bit of bad luck with you guys tonight.
Yeah, it was almost like there was a lid on the rim. It felt like at times. I mean, the number. I have to go back and look. I feel like we missed probably 5 to 7 shots point blank at the rim, and you make those. That's 10, 12, 14 points difference. So, but credit to those guys. Their coach is doing a really good job of keeping them together. They did not look like a team that was coming in here 0-6.
No.
They looked like a team that was competing for something, and hats off to those guys. We're just lucky to get out of here with a win.
You got a heavy lean towards road games the rest of the way. One thing that I would say, you're going to go on the road to some places where you beat them here for the first time, and they're going to be ready for you. First up is Ashland. Just talk about how you turn the page and get ready for them.
Yeah, I just think you take it game by game. And we talked about all year leading up to this weekend, this coming weekend. It's like, hey, we need to win our home games. We got to protect home court. Like, if you're going to have a chance to be in the hunt in February, you got to win home games. And we've done that so far. And, if we can, we're not going to go undefeated, all right? That's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's just about taking it game by game and, stealing some on the road and protecting home court. And if we can do that, I think we'll be in the hunt when it matters.
All right. He's Kevin Carroll. I'm Greg Ruff. Trojans are 12-3 and 7-0 in the conference. I'm going to pitch that we might want to be ranked sometime this week.
Well,
we'll see how that happens.
We'll see what happens.
All right. For Coach Carroll, I'm Greg Ruff. Coming up next, Dean Cooper and I'll wrap it up from the Fieldhouse.